All right, you guys know how much I regret selling that 1969 Nordic, and I've also been on the lookout for a 1972 TNT 340 Silver Bullet. I thank everybody that sent me in links to, you know, Marketplace and Kijiji and all that, and I've looked at quite a few of them of varying conditions. I pulled the trigger on something, and I'll tell you, I went a little bit newer, but this thing is sure to be a collector's item. It's super good condition and ultra low mileage. I think I really found a gem here. It's gonna need a bit of work before we take it on its maiden voyage, but it came with a box of parts, so I think I'm pretty well set up. The first thing I think it might need is a pull cable for the pull start, because I didn't see it when I was loading on the truck. We might have to clutch start it today. There's a few other head scratchers I'm going to show you, and if you have any thoughts on what I'm looking at, things I don't understand, or maybe correct me on some of the things, just leave a comment below. So you ready to take a look at this thing? Let's do it. Ta-da! Oh man, my heart beats every time I see this thing. I think by the shape of the hood, how it's so rounded, it's probably an S chassis. I think that's what it is. I should have asked the previous owner more questions. Funny story, I thought it was a lady, Jean. And I go and look, and it's Jean, French guy, Jean-Luc. Yeah, so I'm missing the trailing arms here, and I've already talked to Corey Jinks. He's got a set for $100, so I'm gonna replace both of them. And let's look this thing over. Yeah, you can see here, it's missing the pull cord. It must have broke off and went inside. Look at the retro colors in these vintage decals. MXZ. I think that's Mach Z, and maybe it's French, but it's a Mach Z or Mach Z. And then I don't know about these SM Art shocks. So I'm wondering if they might be worn out anyway. So I'll probably put a set of Öhlins or some Hearth shocks on it. It'll probably make it a lot better. Good old two smoker. Looking at the size of the jugs, it's likely a 468 or a 521cc in this old girl. I don't know what the premix was on these sleds. If you know, comment below. I think it was 40-1. I might run it a little bit leaner just to get a little bit more life out of this old girl. Oh yeah, look at all the bogies under there. Definitely an old classic. It's a bogey box for sure. I think they're in pretty good shape. The bearings feel good. What do you think of this track? I don't know. Guess it looks okay. Might get a year out of it. Who knows? Rubber seems good. There's no cracks. No missing lugs that I can see. I think it'll work. Seat looks not bad. Looks as good as you can expect for something this age. I might put some duct tape along here just to help keep that together from pulling apart. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. Sucker didn't come with any gauges, as you can see here, so we might have to figure that one out. That actually sounded hollow. Oh, they even put a little glove box on these old units. Cool. Yeah, the console looks good. A lot of buttons here I don't ever remember. Looks like they moved the headlight heated hand warmers and the high-low beams. So it appears that this maybe be an aftermarket piece that they moved to the handlebar. But there's a lightning bolt on here. I wonder what that does. Oh, electrified automatic start. Oh, there's the gauges right there. Someone rigged up a flat screen TV to it. That's pretty cool. And look at that mileage. 1.1 kilometer. Told you, ultra low miles. Old owner never even drove it. So that's the new to me classic sled here. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this thing's gonna increase in value and be a collector's item someday. If you want to see more content of me ripping the fields on this thing, hit the subscribe button and the little bell notification to get notified of all new and coming videos. If you have any thoughts on what we got here and anything I should be doing to this thing to make it last a little bit longer, then just leave them in the comments below. I'm just going to run an old compression test on this sucker, and we'll see you out on the trail.